had it not been for these 5 key mistakes, I could have scored much higher in my pre-ICSEs because I had pretty solid expectations for that exam. This is episode 8 in the ICSE preparation series, and we cannot go about preparing for an exam without first eliminating all of our previously done mistakes. I, for the longest time, didn't even realize that I have been making these mistakes. So I have made today's videos so that I can realize them first of all, and then you don't make these mistakes in your board exams as well. Let's go. Mistake number 1 is not reviewing the past mistakes. I, for the longest time, have been the kind of person who would think there is no need to dwell over past mistakes, and I would never then go over and check what mistakes I made. But it is crucial to go and correct those mistakes because we need to improve, right? Now I know it feels really bad when you go and see what kind of a silly mistake you did, or maybe you were confused between 2 answers and then ultimately wrote the wrong answers. But it's essential that we first identify those mistakes before we can move ahead. In fact, that regret can be a really good push to make you more alert the next time. Mistake number 2, not preparing my weaker subjects beforehand. This really builds up tension in your mind, and all it does is ruin the peace that we need before the exam. You wouldn't believe if I told you that all throughout class 9 and then for most of the parts in class 10 till my pre-boards, I have only studied computer the night before the exam, would you? Now, I know it's horrible because if anything, I am the person who would always tell you not to leave things till the last minute, not leave things pending till the last minute and all of that. But I have fallen prey to this one subject. Mistake number 3 is not giving importance to the stronger areas. Now what I mean by this is, when I was preparing for my geography exam, I knew for a fact that there wouldn't be any questions from certain parts because my intuition told me. But I was trying to be risk averse and spent some valuable 15 minutes preparing for things that probably won't even come. And they didn't come, in fact. What happened was, on the day of the exam, I saw some very known questions, but I wasn't able to recall the correct answer to them. Why this happened? Because I didn't give importance to my stronger areas, which then would have fetched me higher marks. Mistake number 4 is not practicing past papers. Did you not expect this? But anyways, there are times when questions which had come up a few years back show up in your school exams. And this happened in my first assessment when I had magically practiced one numerical and almost an identical question showed up on the day of the exam. Now, because I had practiced it, I was able to solve that sum correctly and get that marks, but this time what happened was that I wasn't able to give much time to the practice papers and past papers, and that definitely influenced my performance this time. Mistake number 5 is not reading the question paper thoroughly. Oh my goodness, this thing still hurts. What I tend to do is quickly skim through the question papers during the reading time, and when the writing time begins, start scribbling. But the problem here is I, in that process, miss out very important details. For example, in the physics paper, there was this question about 2 boys sitting on a seesaw, but it was clearly stated that they were on the same side of the fulcrum. But because I didn't read the question paper properly, I placed them on the opposite side, and that way I lost 3 whole marks. Oh my goodness! Can you just imagine losing 3 marks to a question that you could have solved otherwise, just if you were a bit more careful enough? Out of the world. I really hope that you don't make these mistakes in any of your exams moving forward. But if you want to know what I did to improve around the computer area and other weaker subjects, then you can watch this video next, and I'll see you over there.